My beloved child, hear these words with a heart ready to receive them. Your life, every breath, every step, and every challenge you have faced is a canvas painted by God's own hand. He has been preparing you for a love so profound, so divinely aligned, that it will not merely fulfill your desires, but will become a living testimony of His wisdom and faithfulness. This union is not born out of haste or coincidence. It is the deliberate work of divine timing, orchestrated by a God who sees the beginning and the end, who knows your heart intimately and understands the seasons you must pass through. Perhaps you have felt the weight of loneliness or the sting of disappointment. Perhaps you have questioned why love has not yet arrived, or why your prayers seem to linger unanswered. Know this, dear one. Every delay, every season of waiting, and every closed door is not denial. It is preparation. God is shaping you into the person worthy of a union that mirrors His glory. He is refining your character, deepening your understanding of love, and teaching you the virtues of patience, humility, and unwavering faith. Each moment of solitude is a classroom of growth. In these quiet seasons, God is teaching you the art of self-love, the power of prayer, and the strength that emerges from trusting His timing. Your heart is learning to rely not on fleeting emotions or temporary solutions, but on the eternal promises of God. It is here, in the stillness, that your spirit is being molded, your values solidified, and your understanding of true love deepened. Do not despise the waiting. Do not let discouragement cloud your vision. The love that is coming for you is not ordinary. It is sacred. It will honor the journey you have walked, the lessons you have learned, and the faith you have nurtured. It will not rush into your life without preparation, for God's ways are higher than ours, and His plans are perfect. This union is meant to be a testimony, a story that others will see and recognize as the work of divine orchestration. Imagine the life you will share with your future spouse. It is a life built on faith, respect, understanding, and a shared devotion to God. It is a partnership where challenges are faced together, victories are celebrated together, and love is expressed not only through words, but through actions that honor the divine covenant of marriage. This union will inspire those around you. It will show them that true love requires patience, faith, and unwavering trust in God's timing. Understand that God is not merely waiting to deliver your spouse to you. He is actively shaping them as He shapes you. While you grow in virtue, compassion, and grace, your future spouse is being molded to complement your life, to align with your heart, and to walk with you in a partnership that glorifies God. Every trial, every lesson, and every period of waiting is a preparation for both of you, ensuring that when you finally unite, your connection is deep, authentic, and filled with divine purpose. Reflect upon the ways God has guided you in your life so far. Recall the moments of clarity amidst confusion, the times when doors closed only to open others more perfectly aligned with your destiny. Each of these moments is evidence of God's faithful orchestration, a reminder that your future union will arrive not a moment too early, nor a moment too late. It will arrive precisely when you are ready and when your paths are divinely aligned. In the meantime, cherish the process. Embrace the lessons that waiting offers. Allow yourself to grow in ways that prepare you for the responsibilities, joys, and intimacy that a God-centered union will bring. Learn to love deeply, not superficially. Learn to forgive freely, not grudgingly. Learn to serve selflessly, not for recognition. In doing so, you will cultivate a heart ready to receive the kind of love that is profound, sustaining, and reflective of God's divine nature. It is also important to guard your heart in this season. Guard it against despair, doubt, and comparison. Do not allow the timing of others' lives to diminish the beauty of your own journey. Remember that God's plans are always individualized, tailored specifically for you. Your union is not a replication of anyone else's story. It is uniquely yours, designed to reflect His glory and testify to His faithfulness. Prayer must become your companion in this season. Speak to God daily, not only about your desires, but also about your growth, your readiness, and your ability to love and be loved in alignment with His will. Ask Him to prepare your heart and the heart of your future spouse for the journey ahead. Pray for wisdom, discernment, and humility, so that when your union arrives, it is built upon a foundation of faith and divine purpose. Faith is the lens through which you will perceive your future union. It is the anchor that will sustain you when waiting feels long and hope seems distant. Faith will remind you that God's promises are not empty. It will keep your heart open, your spirit patient, and your life aligned with His divine plan. Trust in this process, even when it challenges your patience, for in every moment of trust, you are participating in the miracle of divine timing. Remember also that your union will impact more than just the two of you. It will be a testimony to families, communities, and even generations to come. It will demonstrate that love guided by God is not fleeting, superficial, or selfish. It is deep, enduring, and transformative. When you step into this union, you are stepping into a story that others will witness and from which they will draw hope, inspiration, and encouragement. Do not be anxious about the timing. Do not rush the process. Instead, focus on becoming the person your future spouse will admire, respect, and cherish. Invest in your spiritual growth. Nurture your emotional resilience. Cultivate kindness, patience, and understanding. Each act of personal development is a seed sown for the flourishing of your future union. The more you invest in yourself and in your relationship with God, the richer and more harmonious your union will be. There will be moments of doubt, and that is natural. There will be times when it seems that love is far from your reach. In those moments, anchor yourself in the truth that God's timing is perfect, and His plans are unwavering. Look back on your life and notice the patterns of divine guidance. Every closed door, every delay, every unexpected turn has led you closer to the person you are destined to unite with. Visualize the day when your paths finally converge. See the joy, the peace, and the love that envelops you both. Imagine the smiles, the laughter, and the shared dreams that will fill your lives. Let this vision strengthen your faith, renew your hope, and deepen your patience. Know that the love that awaits you is worth every moment of waiting and every lesson learned along the way. This is not a story of mere human affection. It is a narrative of divine orchestration. Your union will be a living testament to the power of faith, prayer, and obedience to God's guidance. It will exemplify how patience in the waiting season produces a love that is mature, faithful, and aligned with God's eternal purposes. Finally, remain grateful in this season. Gratitude amplifies faith and opens your heart to receive even greater blessings. Thank God for the lessons, the waiting, and the preparation. Thank Him for the growth that strengthens your character and the vision that guides your steps. By embracing gratitude, you cultivate a heart capable of deep love, compassion, and joy, the very qualities that will define your union. If these words speak to your heart, like this video, comment "I trust in divine timing," and subscribe for more messages of hope, faith, and divine guidance. Your journey is sacred, your waiting is purposeful, and your union will be a testimony of God's faithfulness. My beloved child, as you continue along this journey, hear these words with a heart open to the divine whispers of God. The union that awaits you is not simply a meeting of two hearts. It is a sacred convergence orchestrated by the Almighty. Every step you have taken, every choice you have made, and every lesson you have learned has been preparing you for this very moment. God's timing is impeccable, and the path He has set before you is being carefully crafted so that when your union arrives, it will shine as a living testimony of faith, resilience, and divine orchestration. Do not underestimate the value of preparation. The seasons of solitude, the moments when love seemed distant, and even the challenges that tested your patience were all part of God's plan to refine you. Your character, your values, and your spirit are being molded to receive a love that is pure, strong, and enduring. These moments are not empty. They are sacred opportunities to grow into the person who is ready to step into a God-centered union with confidence, grace, and unwavering faith. Consider the beauty of divine timing. God does not operate according to human calendars. He works in ways that are often unseen, moving behind the scenes, aligning your circumstances, guiding your thoughts, and shaping your heart. What may appear as delay is actually preparation. What may seem like loneliness is actually spiritual enrichment. Each experience is a building block in the foundation of the relationship that is to come, ensuring that when you finally unite with your future spouse, your connection will be deep, meaningful, and unshakable. This union will be a reflection of divine wisdom. It will embody patience, understanding, and unconditional love. It will not be a hurried or superficial attachment, but a deeply rooted partnership in which two souls walk in alignment with God's purpose. Your love will inspire those around you, demonstrating that when hearts wait on the Lord, miracles unfold. People will witness your journey and be reminded that faith, perseverance, and divine timing create a love story that transcends ordinary expectations. Reflect on your past experiences, for they are not meaningless. Each heartbreak, disappointment, and unanswered prayer has been a tool of refinement. God has been using these moments to teach you essential lessons about love, trust, and patience. He has been showing you how to cultivate empathy, how to communicate with integrity, and how to approach relationships with a spirit of humility. These lessons are vital for your future union, for a relationship built on a foundation of wisdom and faith will withstand trials and grow stronger with each passing day. As you wait, focus on nurturing your own spirit. Develop habits that align with God's guidance. Cultivate a heart that is compassionate and pursue personal growth with dedication. Learn to love yourself fully, for the love you give to your future spouse will reflect the love you have cultivated within yourself. Embrace your passions, your purpose, and your calling, knowing that your life, even before your union, is significant and worthy. By growing in self-awareness and spiritual maturity, you are preparing a fertile ground for a love that will flourish abundantly. Understand that your future spouse is also on a journey of preparation. Just as you are being molded by divine hands, so too is your beloved. Their experiences, challenges, and growth are all shaping them to complement your life perfectly. Each trial they face, each lesson they learn, is part of the sacred choreography of God's plan. Trust that when your paths finally cross, you will recognize in them a spirit that harmonizes with yours, a soul that resonates with your faith, and a partner who will walk with you in alignment with God's purpose. The waiting season is a time of spiritual alignment. Use this time to deepen your prayer life, strengthen your relationship with God, and cultivate virtues that will support a lasting and fruitful union. Pray not only for love, but also for wisdom, humility, and patience. Ask God to guide your thoughts, guard your heart, and prepare your spirit to receive a love that is holy, transformative, and reflective of His divine glory. These prayers are powerful. They shape your reality and position your heart to embrace the blessings that are coming. remember that faith is not passive. Faith requires action, patience, and an unwavering trust in God's promises. It is through faith that you navigate uncertainty, resist doubt, and remain steadfast during seasons of waiting. Every moment spent cultivating faith strengthens your spirit and aligns you more closely with the divine purpose of your union. Faith transforms waiting into preparation, and preparation into the foundation of a love story that will inspire generations. Your union will also serve as a testimony of hope. Others will look upon your relationship and see a living example of what is possible when hearts remain steadfast in faith. They will witness the beauty of a love that is patient, intentional, and guided by divine timing. Your story will remind them that God's ways are higher than ours, and that waiting is not a waste, but a sacred process that yields extraordinary results. Even in moments of doubt, remember that God's plan is unfolding perfectly. When the world seems impatient or when others rush into love, take comfort in knowing that your union is being carefully crafted for the glory of God. Trust in the process. For each experience, each moment of waiting, and each prayer you have offered is contributing to a future that will surpass your expectations. The love that awaits you is worth every moment of patience, every lesson learned, and every sacrifice made along the way. Visualize your future together. Picture the joy, laughter, and peace that will fill your days. See the mutual respect, understanding, and shared faith that will define your partnership. Imagine the ways in which your union will reflect God's glory and inspire others to trust in His timing. Let these visions strengthen your resolve, deepen your faith, and fill your heart with hope, knowing that what God has prepared for you is beyond anything you can imagine. Your union will not only bless you and your spouse, but also your families, communities, and generations to come. It will demonstrate that when hearts remain faithful and patient, love can flourish in ways that honor God's divine plan. It will be a source of encouragement, inspiration, and hope to all who witness it. The story of your love will testify to the power of prayer, faith, and unwavering trust in God's timing. Do not allow doubt, comparison, or impatience to cloud your heart. Each life is uniquely guided by God's hand. Your union is unlike any other. It is designed specifically for you, reflecting your journey, your faith, and your divine purpose. Embrace this truth and let it guide your thoughts, decisions, and actions. By doing so, you honor the sacred preparation that has brought you to this point and pave the way for a union that will shine as a testimony of divine orchestration. Continue to invest in yourself spiritually, emotionally, and mentally. Strengthen your character, nurture your talents, and cultivate a heart that is ready to give and receive love in alignment with God's will. By focusing on your growth, you are preparing the foundation for a union that is deep, resilient, and filled with divine purpose. Each effort, each moment of reflection, and each act of self-improvement contributes to the sacred tapestry of your future together. Finally, remain grateful. Gratitude amplifies faith, fortifies patience, and opens your heart to receive the fullness of God's blessings. Thank God for the waiting, the lessons, and the preparation. Thank Him for the growth, the guidance, and the assurance that your union is being carefully crafted in His perfect timing. By embracing gratitude, you cultivate a heart capable of love that is enduring, selfless, and transformative, the very essence of a God-centered union. My beloved child, you have journeyed through seasons of waiting, growth, and reflection, and now you stand on the threshold of a union that is divinely orchestrated. This moment when your paths converge with your future spouse is not by chance. It is the culmination of God's perfect timing, a living testament to His faithfulness and a reflection of His glory. Your union is a sacred story, one that will inspire, uplift, and encourage others to trust in the power of divine timing. As you prepare to embrace this union, reflect on the journey that has led you here. Every moment of patience, every lesson learned, and every prayer whispered in the quiet of your heart has been part of God's meticulous design. You have been shaped into a person capable of loving deeply, giving selflessly, and walking faithfully with a partner who shares your values, your faith, and your divine purpose. This preparation ensures that your union is strong, enduring, and full of spiritual harmony. Understand that this union is more than a joining of two lives. It is the merging of hearts that honor God's principles. It will be a relationship where faith guides decisions, where love is expressed through action and devotion, and where challenges are faced together with patience, understanding, and mutual respect. The love that unfolds in this union will not be fleeting or superficial. It will be lasting, nurturing, and reflective of God's divine wisdom. Even as you step into this season, remember that spiritual alignment is essential. Continue to nurture your relationship with God, for He is the cornerstone of a union that will endure. Maintain prayer, seek His guidance, and walk in humility and faith. As your hearts align with His will, you will experience a love that is pure, profound, and transformative. Your union will demonstrate that true love is intentional, guided by faith and empowered by divine timing. Reflect on the beauty of the lessons you have learned. Patience has taught you resilience, waiting has cultivated faith, and reflection has deepened your understanding of love. These qualities are the foundation of your union, ensuring that your relationship is built on trust, respect, and shared purpose. Your experiences, even the painful ones, have prepared you for a love that is authentic, meaningful, and enduring. Visualize the life you will share with your spouse. Imagine the joy, the laughter, and the shared dreams that will fill your days. Picture the support, encouragement, and unwavering commitment that will define your partnership. See the ways in which your union will glorify God, inspire others, and become a living testimony of faith. Let these visions strengthen your heart, deepen your commitment, and guide your actions as you step into this sacred season of love. Your union will not only bless you and your spouse, but will also serve as a beacon of hope for others. It will demonstrate that patience, faith, and obedience to God's timing yield extraordinary results. Families will be strengthened, communities will be inspired, and generations will witness the beauty of a love guided by divine wisdom. Your story will remind all who encounter it that God's plans are perfect, His timing is flawless, and His faithfulness is unwavering. As you embrace this union, continue to cultivate gratitude. Thank God for the lessons, the waiting, and the preparation. Thank Him for the growth, the guidance, and the assurance that your union is a reflection of His divine plan. Gratitude opens the heart to receive blessings fully, amplifies joy, and strengthens the spiritual foundation of your relationship. By remaining grateful, you ensure that your union begins and continues with a spirit of humility, reverence, and love. Remember that your union is also a platform for shared purpose. Together, you will walk in alignment with God's plan, serving one another, uplifting each other's spirits, and inspiring others to pursue lives of faith, hope, and divine trust. Your love will be a source of encouragement, demonstrating that when hearts remain faithful and patient, they are rewarded with a partnership that is abundant, nurturing, and eternal. Even when challenges arise, face them with faith and unity. The love that God has prepared for you is resilient and capable of withstanding trials. Trust in His guidance, rely on prayer, and support one another through every season. By doing so, you honor the sacred preparation that has led you to this moment and cultivate a relationship that reflects the eternal wisdom of God. As you look forward to the life you will share, remain steadfast in your commitment to spiritual growth, mutual respect, and shared purpose. Nurture kindness, patience, and compassion within your relationship. Let your love be a living example of divine timing, demonstrating to all that a union built on faith, prayer, and divine guidance can thrive in ways that surpass human understanding. Your story is powerful. It is a living testimony of God's faithfulness, a reflection of divine timing, and a source of inspiration for all who witness it. Share this story with gratitude and humility, allowing your life together to shine as an example of love guided by wisdom, patience, and divine orchestration. If these words speak to your heart, like this video, comment "I trust in divine timing," and subscribe for more messages of hope, faith, and divine guidance. Your union is sacred, your journey is blessed, and your love will be a testimony of God's unwavering faithfulness. Step forward with confidence, trust, and joy, knowing that the love you have prayed for is already being revealed in divine timing. This is the union God has prepared for you, a love story that will shine brightly, inspire hearts, and glorify His name forever. My beloved child, as you walk further along this sacred journey, understand that your union is being prepared not just for companionship, but for divine testimony. This union is a reflection of God's glory, a living example of faith, trust, and perfect timing. Every trial you face, every moment of patience, and every prayer offered is a stepping stone toward the fulfillment of this sacred promise. God's wisdom is immeasurable, His timing flawless, and His love for you unwavering. You may have faced seasons of uncertainty, moments when your heart questioned whether love would ever find you, or times when the world seemed to move faster than your prayers. These seasons are not a sign of neglect. They are periods of divine alignment. God is carefully orchestrating every detail, ensuring that when your paths finally converge, they do so in a harmony that reflects His divine purpose. The timing is not yours to control, but His, and it is perfect. Consider the lessons that waiting brings. Patience teaches resilience, endurance cultivates faith, and solitude strengthens the spirit. Through these experiences, God is preparing you to enter a union that is mature, enduring, and reflective of His will. Every challenge you have overcome, every disappointment endured, and every prayer whispered in the quiet of the night is part of a preparation that molds your character and fortifies your heart for the love that is coming. Do not allow doubt to take root. Remember that God sees the entirety of your life, the beginning, the end, and every moment in between. He knows your needs, your desires, and the depth of your heart. While human eyes may perceive delay, God's eyes witness the unfolding of a plan that surpasses human understanding. Trust in this divine orchestration. Trust that your future spouse is being prepared as meticulously as you are, shaped to complement your life, values, and spirit. Your union will be a partnership rooted in faith. It will not be defined solely by affection, but by shared devotion to God, mutual respect, and a commitment to walk together in alignment with His purposes. This love will be intentional, purposeful, and transformative. It will inspire those who witness it, demonstrating that true love is not rushed, but nurtured and cultivated through patience, prayer, and obedience to God's guidance. Reflect on your personal growth. Every season of waiting is an opportunity to develop virtues that will sustain your union. Cultivate humility, compassion, and understanding. Nurture your ability to listen deeply, communicate honestly, and love unconditionally. These qualities are the foundation upon which your future relationship will flourish. As you invest in yourself spiritually, emotionally, and mentally, you are preparing to embrace a union that is resilient, harmonious, and reflective of God's divine design. Even in moments of frustration, when it seems that love is distant, remember that every experience is shaping you. Your future spouse is also being refined by God's hand. Their challenges, growth, and experiences are all part of the preparation for a union that will honor God. When your lives intersect, you will recognize in them a spirit that aligns perfectly with yours, a partner whose values, faith, and character complement your own. This alignment is not accidental. It is divine. Prayer is a vital element in this journey. Speak to God regularly, not only about the love you seek, but also about the wisdom, patience, and humility required to nurture it. Ask Him to prepare your heart and the heart of your future spouse for the responsibilities and joys that accompany a God-centered union. These prayers are powerful and transformative, shaping your readiness to embrace love that is enduring, faithful, and deeply connected to God's will. Faith is the anchor of this process. In every season of waiting, faith will sustain you. It will keep your heart open, your spirit patient, and your mind aligned with God's promises. Faith transforms uncertainty into trust, doubt into hope, and waiting into preparation. When you live in faith, every step you take becomes a participation in the miracle of divine timing, and every moment of patience brings you closer to the fulfillment of God's promise for your life. Your union will also be a testimony of hope and inspiration. Others will see the love that grows between you and your future spouse and be reminded of the power of trust, prayer, and divine timing. Your relationship will demonstrate that true love is not hurried, superficial, or self-serving. It is deliberate, sacred, and transformative. It will reflect God's glory and encourage those who witness it to hold fast to faith and patience in their own journeys. Consider the beauty of alignment. When hearts are divinely prepared, when spirits are spiritually mature, and when lives are shaped by God's guidance, the union that forms is one of extraordinary harmony. Differences are bridged, understanding deepens, and love thrives in a way that honors God. This is the love that waits, the love that perseveres, and the love that is worth every season of preparation. Do not allow yourself to be swayed by impatience or the expectations of the world. Your path is unique, and your union is tailored specifically for you. Comparison will only cloud your vision and distract from the beauty of God's plan. Trust that the journey you are on is leading you to something extraordinary, a partnership that will glorify God, uplift your spirits, and provide a profound testimony to those around you. Visualize your future together. See the joy, peace, and harmony that will fill your days. Imagine the moments of laughter, the shared prayers, the support through challenges, and the celebrations of victories together. Allow these visions to strengthen your faith, deepen your patience, and inspire you to continue growing as a person ready to embrace this sacred union. Your union will extend beyond the two of you. It will bless families, communities, and even future generations. The love you cultivate will demonstrate the beauty of faith-centered relationships, showing that patience, prayer, and trust in God yield extraordinary results. Your story will be a source of hope, inspiration, and encouragement, reminding others that God's timing is perfect and His plans are unwavering. As you continue in this season of preparation, Focus on gratitude. Thank God for every lesson, every moment of growth, and every experience that shapes your journey. Gratitude amplifies faith, nurtures patience, and opens your heart to receive the fullness of God's blessings. By remaining grateful, you prepare your spirit to embrace a love that is abundant, enduring, and reflective of divine purpose. Even when challenges arise, remain steadfast. Your union is worth every moment of waiting and every lesson learned along the way. Trust in God's timing, embrace the preparation, and continue nurturing your heart, mind, and spirit. The love that awaits you is intentional, sacred, and transformative. It is a reflection of God's faithfulness, a testament to patience, and a living example of divine orchestration.